Good morning. It's Monday, May 29th, and that means two things. It's not that I'm not allowed to take stat holidays off, it's I just don't want to play catch up the next week, so I may as well just do the whole thing. Speaking of the whole thing, this is the Lighting Industry News Brief brought to you by Keystone Technologies, which is offering, something really nice. Their XFit area light, which now comes with optic swap. You know what that means? Again, everything you need is in the box. You've got all the hardware to mount this thing. It's got a photocell, it's got selectable color temperatures, and it's got 3 optic packages that you can swap out without tools. These are just simple clasps. Flip them open, pick what you need, get it on the wall, get out of there. KeystoneTech.com. That is light made easy. Let's talk about this week. LightFair 2025 will not be taking place in Vegas. Very quickly announcing that the very fancy video had a cut that should not have been out there, which is reassuring to me. It really is reassuring to me, because sometimes, you just send people the wrong file and it happens. And it feels good to see it happen to someone else, because I know I'm not alone. Speaking of not alone, the American Lighting Association is offering guidance on LED fixtures to consumers. This is a consumer-targeted document that is talking about integrated fixtures versus socket-based fixtures and what you need to know when you're shopping. I like it. We have new logos for NAED programs. The programs are the same or better, but now new logos. Savant has bought PalmCube. Savant makes smart bulbs. They're the consumer side of GE, you remember. I bullied them into changing their name. And PalmCube makes energy storage. Batteries for homes. That's what happened. We have a minority shares redemption program going on at Nordic Light. They've picked a trustee. This is an arbitration of ownership between Montana Bidco. This is all going through under Finnish financial law. Do I know anything about Finnish financial law? A little bit, literally just what I had to make sense of this article. Crescent endorses NEMRA POS standards. This is a new company adding their POS and POT reporting standard to their business. The Society of Light and Lighting has presented medals of lifetime achievement from their AGM to their members who have achieved things in their lifetime. Scott's Miracle Grow is issuing a dividend of 66 cents per share. The NLB has issued the Tesla Awards. This is their 4th year of recognizing projects. Bezel Lighting Education Fund has issued 4 scholarships to architectural engineering students at KSU. Oregon has proposed the end of daylight saving time in the state Senate, which I like. LightFair has named the overall winner of the IALD immersive installations, Tillotson Design, taking that prize. Brightstar Awards winner named. The winners in products and people were all named at LightFair. Minnesota has passed a right to repair law. As of the 1st of 2024, electronic devices must have parts and repair guides made available to the public so that you can fix things, like your integrated fixtures, perhaps. Nurison is changing their name. This is to reflect the fact that they sell lamps now and other decorative home goods. They used to just do rugs. In legal news, Texas Instruments has patented an LED driver with an onboard slew rate control. That's the new thing. In Rep Agency updates, Component Distributors has partnered with Magtech, and CDI has partnered with McWong. In events, we have Lightovation offering a preview day to interior designers, so they get to come in on the 20th. Ain't that fancy? And CEDIA Expo 2023 is now open for registration. That is in September, if you were planning on it. In IoT news, Zaga's Book 7 on LED luminaires will be also published as an IEC standard. Amdocs is collaborating with Microsoft on private 5G for industrial IoT, building smart cities, and edge computing. WiseKey is finalizing their partial spin-off of Seals Q with a share split in the cybersecurity firm. Honeywell is releasing cybersecurity tools, new tools for smart buildings right there. TOG-led survey shows that smart tech adoption is on the rise. 78% of people who responded are connecting their buildings. In market predictions, all these are projections based on consumer data. The reports are long and expensive, but the short version is 5.8% gains in SSLs. IoT node and gateway market will expand by 9%, 37% growth in surgical lighting. We've got $40 billion in smart lighting, $17 billion for outdoors, and $84 billion predicted for efficient lighting devices. In R&D, the IES is looking at multiple component degradation in improving driver life, and Fraunhofer has built a fake sun so that they can test photovoltaic cells. It's very big and very bright, and don't look at it. Don't look at it. In darkness news, nature reserves in mangrove forests in China are limiting light pollution. Not what they planned, but it's a thing that happened, and they like it. Travis Longcore has released his 190-page highway lighting recommendation document. He wrote this for the California Department of Transit, but he's sharing it with all of us. It's very informative and useful. Urban lighting is bothering rural bugs. Red-orange light does help you sleep. Migration season is hitting Georgia, and we have a call for darker nights in Minnesota. In recommended reading, all this on nailed.org, LightFair is blogging about LightFair. LEDVance has a party on a boat. We have a history of GaN semiconductors, that's gallium nitrate. We have an open letter to LightFair. What matters after 8 months. A case study in an Iowa dairy. We have supporting the ecosystem and limiting light pollution. Opportunities that are arising from the IRA and the IIJA. We have a recap of the IES Detroit's 100th anniversary party. Women in Dark Skies panel, you can watch that. We have how to light your yard without bothering your neighbors, and a guide to stringing lights at construction sites. In horticultural news, circadian alignment does boost plant crop yields. This is a new study from the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Minnesota has legalized recreational cannabis for possession and growth. So get those lamps ready, boys. Grow Generation is buying 2 stores in Alaska. Former Southside Garden Supplies in Anchorage and Wasilla have been acquired. And tomatoes do grow better under deep red light. 16% bigger yields. Obviously, there's an energy cost to go with that. In sports news, Simons and their subsidiaries have created an entirely new lighting rig for the WWE HQ. This is recording studios and their office environment. And the Ottawa Titans can't play night games. This is a Frontier League baseball team that is having some technical issues. Should be fixed by the end of the week. In local news, the Chinese-Canadian Museum of Vancouver has secured $4 million in funds to revamp. We have $2 million in East Allen County, Texas schools for renovations. Vegas Vic is almost ready to be fully lit. Montgomery County, Maryland is requiring safety plans for businesses that are open late night. The Miami Zoo has apologized for the living conditions of their kiwis, the birds. They're being kept under fluorescent light all the time, and it's upsetting New Zealanders and bird advocates and the kiwis themselves. Glen Oaks, Louisiana has formed a special district on crime prevention. They're charging fees to residents, but will be adding more lighting. We have a new exterior lighting at the Buffalo Museum of Science. Los Angeles, California has shown off new bus stops, little one by, I guess, 8 feet tall. They provide shade and lighting, and most people are making fun of them. I don't know why. It's something. We have a $400,000 lighting grant to Pond Inlet, Nunavut, which is not quite the northernmost place that is inhabited year-round, but it's really up there. It's really up there. The USDA has already awarded $300,000 to upgrades and energy and efficiency in rural Kentucky. That's part of that program that's been going on a while now. South Africa will be banning mercury and incandescent lamps in the near future. In People News, Josh Brown is now the CCO at Keystone Technologies. You know, he used to be the guy that picked the products for the ads for us. And now he has a C in his job title. And it's been 180 weeks, and I just still do this. Has your entire sense of self-worth just collapsed in an instant? Has that ever happened to you? Vantage picks Jim Coleman as their general management. Solemn Tech is adding Michael Hannon as their U.S. sales director. ILP has named Rebecca Hatch as their president. Charles-Antoine Poirier is now a product manager at Varotza. Ken Walma is the current CEO of Big Ass Fans, has joined the board of Current. And in things you can make, we have Hex Home Assistant Monitors. These are hexagonal home assistant monitors. They look pretty cool. Other things you need to know is that the United States General Service Administration is offering free lighthouses to people. And by people, I mean historical societies, preservation groups, and parks. 10 different lighthouses, mostly on the East Coast, historic buildings that need preservation. They don't need to be lighthouses anymore because GPS is too good. And it's very important that you need to know this, that Pope Gregory XVI did not oppose street lighting on religious views. The fact that Rome didn't add gas street lighting in the 1840s, unrelated, I guess. That's what you need to know this week. I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank Nailed. I want to thank our sponsors. I want you to enjoy your week. And I want you to enjoy this music.
The first word in my dreams I could clearly tell. Planet Eden high above the skies. Beautiful and sad is the story I'll tell of the winged traveler's eager. 'Twas one day the wind guided him where to go, like an eagle high above he flew, waving from down below. He flew out of sight into the mystical darkness. Neither a smile nor a cry he gave when he left, feeling my spleen decline, and hoping one day we'd fly over back to the places we once shared, where vessels glide in silky waves and of gold, deep in the gulf such planet lies, surrounded by this universe of love and hate. Confusion breaks through and dwells. Cast a spell from that old magic book. Scattered pearls in a black magic box. Something strange will happen. It will take you so far. So try. We can fly. We have wings. We can touch floating dreams. Call me from stars protecting my heart from crying. Taken back by surprise, my treasure